Welcome to another episode of Cory Means Business podcast and YouTube channel. Today, we're going to start our next phase of the show. We're going to start doing some shorter shows, more relevant shows pertaining to the actual headlines for the day. And there's no bigger headlines today than the stock market continuing to fall and cryptocurrency continuing to fall. So let's talk about it. As business owners and from a business perspective, exactly what are we going to do now, right? We have stock market crashing. We have crypto crashing. Let's take a look at the numbers first, and we'll talk about what the strategies could be to deal with this. Anybody that took a look, you can see I've got it up on the screen, and it hopefully will convey into the post edit. Stocks are down today on the Dow, 3%. And we've got NASDAQ down 5%, and S&P down 4%. A lot of big stocks getting crushed. Boeing getting crushed, down 9%. Macy's, General Motors, Ford Motors. Those are the biggest losers of the day. We've got anything to do with luxury, anything, right? So we've got the cruise lines just getting crushed today, down 12% on Norwegian. Carnival's down 10%. MGM Resorts down 10%. Royal Caribbean down 10%. So what is this telling you? This is telling us that obviously in the luxury market, we have a lot of fear. Basically, whenever a recession is coming on, whenever there's going to be some financial difficulty, what's always the first to drop? Anything to do with luxury, entertainment, things like that, things that people don't need. Obviously, essentials are different, but we're looking at these and we're clearly seeing that investors believe that the sales and revenue of all of these entertainment, travel, luxury companies are going to start falling. And you can see that, being hit big time with the cruise lines and as well as the resorts and so forth. So they're telling us travel is going to get crushed. Entertainment's going to get crushed. Retail is going to get crushed. We see Macy's dropping big time up here. We also see Ford Motor Company dropping here. Nearly 7%. General Motors dropping 8% because they can't produce cars or they won't produce cars to be able to produce. We'll do a car show here in a couple of days because I really want to focus on the cars, on the auto industry, exactly what's happening there. So why is this happening today? What was announced? The Fed is hinting again that they're going to start raising rates. Obviously, the free money train is over. The Fed is starting to raise rates, which is, again, going to translate into liquidity starting to dry up. So you have the markets obviously starting to fall. The 10-year yield is up on the bond market because, again, investors are looking for somewhere to run. Typically, when stocks start to drop like this, they run to the bond market. The yield is really high in the bond market right now, but again, it's small money. It's not even keeping up with inflation. Inflation's at 9%, 10%. I think real inflation is actually probably 15%, maybe higher in some sectors, but this is not even a hedge against inflation. One of the problems we're having with the stock market too, and this is not being really discussed, you see down here gold and silver, which are usually great hedges against inflation, against stock market when it pulls back, when the economy starts to slow down like it is, you'll see gold and silver become a hedge for that. But we're seeing gold and silver not doing well either. Not really dropping. I mean, if you're going to be anywhere, I guess this would be a good place to be because we're down only 0.5% on gold. We're down about 1% on silver. So these for the day actually did pretty good. Commodities, oil's down a little bit, which is surprising, probably just because the predictability of the economy is starting to come down. Overall, for the year, for 2022, the Dow is down to 16%, is down 16%. NASDAQ, which obviously is the tech stocks, getting absolutely crushed. Tesla getting crushed. Meta getting crushed. Twitter getting crushed. Everybody's getting crushed. We've got Google getting crushed. We've got Microsoft getting crushed. Everyone's getting crushed. NASDAQ is down 31% for the year, and even the S&P, Standard & Poor's, is down over 21%. This is now bear territory, so we are in a bear market. If it drops again tomorrow, which I anticipate it will, we're going to be in a bear market. Looking at cryptocurrencies, right? We say, well, geez, Cory, what are I going to worry about the stock market? I'm into crypto, bro. Okay, let's talk about crypto for a minute. Crypto, we're down. Look at this. Bitcoin is just getting smashed today. Today alone, down 18% on Bitcoin. Ethereum down 18%. even XRP, and I got a lot of guys love XRP. A lot of people love XRP. Look at that, down 12% for the day. If we're going to take a look at the year to dates, I mean, we are absolutely just getting crushed. This is the one day. If we were to go to look at the year to date, or we'll look at a 1 year. Look at this in the last year, Bitcoin down 45%, and that was with the big spike. We had that big spike back late last year, driving it all the way up. So looking at Bitcoin, last year, November, we had that big price jump, 64. People were talking about it going to 100. And then all of a sudden it started to peter. And man, look at it. We are all the way down here, 22,000. Drop of 45, call it 45%. 45% for the year. Just absolutely getting crushed. So crypto is no safe haven either. So what is this telling us? What is this telling us about, where we can go with our money? Well, stock market is going to get crushed, and I believe it's going to continue to get crushed. You have inflation that's out of control. You have the Fed increasing rates, which is going to slow down liquidity. Banks are not going to be lending as much. People are going to be wanting to take the loans because of the interest rates going up. And obviously the fear is going to start to really creep in from consumer sentiment kind of coming in, and you're going to start seeing not only the luxury brands like the cruise lines and the travel industry getting hit, but now you're going to start seeing retail getting smashed, especially clothing. Textiles is going to start really, really dropping. Automobiles, I think, are going to drop further. These guys are in earnings season, for second quarter coming up, and the automobile manufacturers can't produce automobiles. They're making killings on each automobile they're selling, because everything's obviously at full MSRP and or plus. Dealerships are doing really well because they're flipping a lot of used inventory, so dealerships are doing well. But the automotive manufacturers are just going to get crushed because they can't produce, or they won't produce cars in order to create revenue. So the revenues are going to be way down. So that's going to obviously hit their stock prices as well. So going back to, what do we do now? Okay, so where can you go? Where can you put your money? All right, well, anyone that's read my book, Maximize Your Now, I talk about that there's only really 3 places that you should ever really put your money, okay? And I can tell you, I'm looking at this destruction in the stock market. I've got a business, self-employed 401k, which I recommend for everyone to get that. The long game, obviously, with your 401ks, you're going to be fine at the end of the day. 10, 20 years goes by, all this stuff comes back. If you're playing day trading, if you're in the short-term positions in the stock market, you're just going to get obliterated. Same thing with the crypto. Crypto is going to get phased out. It was never a real thing. We'll do a show on crypto here in a few more days, maybe next episode or 2. We'll talk about crypto some more, what it is and what it isn't. Okay, but let's really stick on now. Where are we going to go? What can you do? Well, in my book, I talk about 3 things that you can do that is always a guaranteed return, right? We're looking at the ROIs, right? Return on investment. I haven't played the stock market outside of a 401k in 20 years. I have not done any crypto at all whatsoever. Did I miss a ride on the front end? Maybe, but people are getting crushed on the back end. It just is, it's a distraction. I don't even like investing in it anyway. It's a distraction. Maybe you throw $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 at something, and go for the ride and see what happens. But nothing to think about. Nothing where you're trying to make money off of it or have it in your front of your mind. Okay. So the 3 things that you can make money, where you can always invest and always get a guaranteed return, and no, anybody can mess with it. No, wars or big hedge funds can mess with it. Right. First is yourself. Invest in yourself. Any dollar that you invest in yourself, and I say yourself, I mean your education, your skill set, and the direct education of your skill set. 2, where can you also invest? You can invest in your own business, okay? And if you're, still an employee, invest more in yourself to increase your skill set so that you can earn more money. If you're investing in yourself and you're able to increase your income, like my book says, you should be able to increase your income by nearly 50% per year, all the way through $500,000 per year. So if you're increasing your own income by 50% every year, well, that's a 50% ROI on any investment in yourself that's going to get you there. Okay. Second phase, or vehicle number 2, your own business. Okay. If you are a small business owner, investing in your own business, if you have a business, you should be investing in that. You should never be investing in Bitcoin. You shouldn't be investing in the stock market besides a self-employed 401k or a 401k IRA, things like that, things that are long-term retirement strategies, nothing that's going to be any kind of short-term income based. But you invest in your business because you can control that. And what should you get for your business? You should be looking at a 20 to 30% ROI year after year, consistently. And that compounds. So if you get a 20%, 25% growth on your business year in, year out, that compounds. So then every 2-3 years, your business has doubled. Your business has doubled. Your business has doubled. And this does not need to stop. I don't even care if you're in a small market. You can really, really get into a great position, especially to get yourself up to $500,000 a year into personal income. Anyone that's read my book, Maximize Your Now, which there's a link below to get it if you haven't gotten it yet. The audio version is absolutely free. As a matter of fact, on my website. So if you haven't got it, go get it. Getting to $500,000 a year in personal income is where you need to be, especially with the inflation that we have. You have to make $500,000 a year personal income, whether that's your dividend income from your business or you're still a W-2 employee somewhere or 1099 somewhere. You got to get to $500,000. You don't have the skill set to get there. You better get the skill set to get there. Links to all of my education platform is below. Go to my website. I've got lots of free tools. From there, I've got some other paid stuff. I got the new Business Academy that's coming up. If you haven't taken a look at that yet, get ready for that. Business Academy is going to be a game changer. So when it comes to growing your business, 25% per year increase, getting that $500,000 income coming from your business, personal income coming from your business. I show you how to do that in the Business Academy. So get ready for that. We're going to be launching it here really, really, really soon. So where do you run? You have to get out of the stock market. You got to get out of cryptocurrency. The third thing I will mention where you can go, real estate. Okay, real estate is always a safe long-term investment. Now you start speculating, you start flipping houses, that's different. But as a long-term prospect, real estate, you can't lose. 5, 10, 15 years, can't lose. Slow flipping real estate is really what I like to do, especially with personal properties. And if you go back on my YouTube channel, you can also see I've got videos where I've done slow flips, and I show you how to slow flip properties. I've made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars slow flipping properties. So there's a way to make a little extra money and invest in real estate. Those are only 3 things you should invest in, though. So those of you that are taking a licking on the chops on the stock market, hey, I'm sorry. You thought you could count on crypto. You can't. What you can count on, yourself, number 1, your business, number 2, and long-term real estate, number 3. If you have any money anywhere else, get it out and put it where you can control it. Put it where you can control the return, which is yourself, your business, and long-term real estate. Hope you got some value from this. If you did, please like, subscribe, and most importantly, share. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks a bunch.